Well, hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Nerd Herd. Currently, I'm alone. It is just me and NP3D Jason tonight coming to you because Ascalon, as we mentioned last week, Az is on vacation. He was headed down to Walt Disney World and they are traveling today. I did send him the link for tonight just in case he may have wanted to hop on or get set up, but I don't expect him. And I told him not to worry about it. I did not want him to feel rushed or to take away from his vacation time. So he may or may not join us here in the chat. We'll have to see. You guys were here early today. Scotty J was the first one here with a big whoop whoop at 5:20. 101 minutes before we went live. And then, of course, my good friend, scare actor Mike, is in the house to join us tonight. Mike, I know you're still wanting a wrench. I'm going to work on that. I was actually trying to do it before we went live, but I was typing in your YouTube name into my moderator tab, and it was not coming up for whatever reason. I got other people, but I could not get you. So I'm going to have to look into that, but I will work on that and I will get you a wrench. Happy Sunday, Mandy. I am very glad that you are in here. Our Braves had a pretty pitiful showing this weekend. So thankfully, we can move on from the Red Sox and hopefully we can get something going. Whoa, Davey. Welcome in, buddy. I hope you're still here. Hope you've made it here to join us for the live. Yeah, you'll get to see a whole kind of different side of YouTube here with the live shows. It was something that I was very hesitant to do and get started at first, but now we go on every week, and I am absolutely loving the community that we built here through the live shows on YouTube. And for those of you that haven't seen it yet, I did pin it at the top of the chat here right after the Nerd Herd is over. Join us over at the Cam Fam at their channel. They are going live tonight right after us at 8 p.m. So hopefully, I jokingly said it in Carnival Cruise Addicts Live earlier, but hopefully we will end at 8 and not go too far over, because we're bad about going over because we get off track or we get off topic or somebody will talk too long. And we'll get to that in a minute. Here, Mike telling everybody, get your chair, get yourself an adult beverage or whatever it is that you may want to drink or partake. I've got myself a little tropical lemonade here. Dustin Anderson is in. What's up, Dustin? Welcome. Glad you could be here. Always, yep, Scotty J. Always know that you are up for a good time. Uncle Dave, welcome in, Uncle Dave. Ron is here. Ron. For those of y'all that missed it, Ron called me a pretty bad name on Friday night because I got pulled into Eddie Lugo's live after Match Game Friday, and Ron got out on there and he called me something bad. Not as bad as what Liz called me earlier tonight. Jess did say I deserved that one, Liz, so you're good there. But I was in Tuber Chat earlier today before Carnival Cruise Addicts, and Kevin saw me pop in and he was like, "Oh, Coker Culture's here. He's been everywhere recently." And I'm like, "Dadgummit." That's basically like Ron calling me what he called me. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to repeat it because I don't say those kinds of things, Ron. Josie Ann is here. Hey, Josie Ann, welcome in. Yes, the head nerd, Zach here, Webster, whatever you want to call me. I will answer to both. Everybody's calling me Webster now anyway. Everybody is saying hey to everybody. The Queen Bee, Danny D, is back in to do her wonderful moderating. We definitely missed her. There's CCA. So Liz is here. So Liz, hopefully you heard all those things that I was talking to you about. The herd of nerds. Yep. Oh, speaking of, we can finally get things going because the man himself, there he is. He's finally joined, tardy for the party.
My stuff's messed up.
But Jason is here, fashionably late as usual. Webster and the nerds. I see that, Scott. Let's see here. Everybody's saying, hey. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody as I make my way down. Hey, Jen, welcome in. Welcome in. One thing I did do that y'all have probably noticed, Double A is in the house. Welcome in, Double A. Is I put this banner down at the bottom where I tried to put pretty much what I know is in the schedule that does not change weekly. Or that tends to be the same. So I threw that in there. If yours is missing, let me know. Or if I have the time incorrect, mind you, it is all in Eastern time. So go by that what you will, even though it doesn't say it. Kim, welcome in, Kimberly. I hope you had a good birthday weekend. Let's see. Yep, look, Uncle Dave, he's on vacation. Doesn't he know today is Sunday? First strike for Ascalon. G-Dad is here. Welcome in, Dad. Glad you could make it to the show. Yep, interleague play. That's become a thing. Everybody can expect it now. And then there's Sensei Chet. Welcome in, Sensei Chet. Just got done watching him coming over from the Sea Leg Journeys raid. And then, like I said, we'll do a Nerd Herd raid over to Cam Fam here in a little bit. All right.
I'm sorry, Zach. I am sorry.
Strike one for Jason, too, for being late.
I just drove 4 hours to get here.
Where were you? Where were you been this weekend?
I was in Murfreesboro. So I was visiting my buddy. Yeah, that's where I was. So no excuses, but yeah, 4 hour drive. I just got in.
Hey, good for you. I mean, Ascalon's been on the road today, but he's going to the most magical place on earth. All right. Well, buddy, you have had a big week.
Yeah. It's been crazy. Been a lot of stuff happening.
So I wanted to make sure here at the beginning, I wanted to give you the floor to talk about all that has been going on.
All right. So kind of my hat business and everything's been going great. Everything's been crazy. But for the last little bit, I've been, I buy hats from all over the place, just wherever I can get the best deals. I buy them from wholesale places and things like that. And then, but I've been working on getting some stuff custom done, and that's something we'll talk about later. But the big thing was like the most popular hats that we buy, the ones that everyone wants, are the Richardson hats. And so they're very exclusive. Everybody wants those style hats. They're ones that everybody asks for. And so, there for a while, we've been really behind the scenes trying to get a Richardson's dealer contract. So basically we wanted to be like exclusive authorized dealers of Richardson brand stuff. Well, I applied for this at one time and actually, they denied me and said I hadn't been doing it long enough, which I understand, or that I didn't have a brick and mortar store and all that. And it didn't matter how much volume I was doing. It was just, there were certain requirements that I needed to meet. Well, in comes my silent partner that, we've been in talks about how we could do business together. So we started talking about how we could, put our companies together to kind of make things work. He was an established business, and I may bring him on at some time and let y'all kind of meet him. But in the process of that, I said, since you're already established, you should just apply, because what you do and what I do, we're going to be combined, and it may work out. Well, I told him everything, how to fill out everything. He filled it out, and we got it. We got it. And we got it. And just to kind of give you an idea of what it is that Richardson is basically, it's one of the top brands of hats in the world. And so it's almost like getting a Nike dealer contract. And so what that basically means is that I get access to, I'm partnered with a business that is licensed and authorized to sell Richardson products. You can't buy these hats from Richardson. You either have to go online to buy them from either somebody who's on Amazon or somebody who's got an actual website who's a dealer, or you have to go to a place who's a licensed, authorized dealer of Richardson hats. Well, so my partner actually got the licensing, but when we did it, he basically made me an administrator, made me an authorized user. So basically, I have access to everything. And then eventually, once everything's solidified and we've merged completely, on the record, which we are, but once we're on the record, I can actually say that I am actually a licensed authorized dealer. Right now I'm partnered with him. It doesn't matter. We're partnered together, everything we do together, but it's still no less cool, but it's awesome. So best pricing, access to the best embroidery, the best, shipping. I mean, I can basically right now, if you want to order hats from me, I'm going to get the best pricing that there is, best service. I can ship it straight to you, and it's awesome. So what this means is, pretty much we're once my website drops and we get everything up, people can go on there and buy stuff straight from me. People on my Facebook group, once I make it live, there's going to be online forms for people to fill out stuff, and you'll be able to access that and buy hats straight from me, straight from Richardson. And so like if you wanted something specially embroidered or a patch that's specific that you wanted, and you want to make sure that's the best quality, whether it's company or small time stuff, that I can do that. And so it's huge. It's like getting, it's literally like getting a golden ticket, so to speak. So, like getting on there and seeing that I can access any hat in the entire collection, and some that aren't even out there right now that you can't even see. I get early access to drops that aren't even out. So it's really exclusive. It's really cool. And I think I jokingly, well, I wasn't even joking when I told my wife. I actually told her this, Zach. I said, May the 29th, whatever time it was, I said, look at me. And I mean this. I said, we are future very wealthy people. We are future very wealthy people.
Speak it, brother. Speak it.
Hey, listen, and I don't say that lightly, because I know what that kind of can be, but I really mean it, is that it opens doors to that. It gives you legitimacy in your business. And we're already talking about, hey, we're going to actually have an app developed. So in the app, you can actually access our hats, specialize them, and then order them straight from the app, and it goes out. So that's coming down the pipeline. But this was such a God thing. And I mean, for me, I know a lot of people don't like to talk about those things, but for me, I know that there's a lot of things working big in my life. And I don't take credit for all these things, my hard work and determination and work, but there's other things that work, and no matter what you believe. And if you don't believe that, that's okay too. But I believe that. And I feel like it's working big, and my mom and everybody have passed on these last few years. I think everybody's just got a hand in this. So I appreciate all y'all's good vibes and good thoughts. So this is big. It's not the end. It's a lot of more work to go, but this is a huge step in where I want to go. So,
well, I know it's big. The only thing that I personally could compare it to when I saw the news come through, and I know it's like comparing apples and oranges, is back when our high school got that exclusive ability to use the Oakland Raiders logo. And we had to use, and I remember how big and massive a deal that was when that took place. And it's probably been 10 years since we got that. And so that's kind of what I was comparing it to. I knew it was a very, very, very big deal. And I mean, for a company that's really just still starting up, that is huge for you.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
There are a few things that I starred that I want to bring up that folks put in the chat here. So to start with, Chet here from Sea Leg Journeys wanted to know what your minimum order is. And I mean, you're still willing to just make a hat, right?
A hat. And like I said, it's just now, and I have access to everything. So like, currently we are not embroiderers with what I do. We're leather patch and custom stuff like that, whether it's leatherette or leather whatever. But if you wanted something special and you had a design, I literally can take your design, pop it in, send it over to the best embroiderers in the world and have it shipped to you. And it's going to look exactly what you want it to look like. Like Richardson has the best embroidery. Like it's professional, the best there is. I mean,
Yeah.
and they guarantee all their quality. So like if it's not right and you don't like it, then they replace it. It's crazy. So it's huge. It's I don't know.
Yeah. So
You know,
with that,
I'm
guys,
shocked as you. So there's no
those of
minimum.
y'all, those of y'all in the chat, I know many of y'all have your own channels. Many of you have bigger followings than I do, or even Jason does. So if you don't have merch or you want different merch for your channel, reach out to Jason. You know, if you've got a logo that you want to throw on a hat, he can get that done. And as you heard, it's going to be on the best branded hats out there. So it'll look fantastic, you know, and maybe something that you want to be able to put out there in your own merch stores. Or if you don't have your own logo, you know, Jason, here in a little bit,
You do
I'll have
that
him.
too.
Yeah, he can do that. He showed Ascalon and I this week several things for the Nerd Herd. So yeah, and that actually brings me to the next one I wanted to show up here, which is Uncle Dave. Uncle Dave was one of many saying congratulations, but I was in a live with Uncle Dave Friday night, and he was busting your chops, Jason, like he usually does, which is fantastic. About getting, he wants his hurdling merch, and so
Yes.
I told him then, I said, Jason's come up with some designs, and he he showed it to us, so we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, I think this gets us a step closer too. And then not only that, we just applied to be dealers for about 10 other hat brands that are some of the top ones. And so getting into this one, it legitimizes our reasoning for wanting or being able to get it. Cause this is a very hard process. Like the parameters to get this it's really steep. So to get this, it opened up a lot of doors. So we've sent out about 10 others, and I've got some other stuff brewing too. I mean, there's always something brewing with me, but we're talking about licensing with a couple of universities right now. And so if we can get a licensing deal, at least for some internal stuff, because there's external stuff where you can like sell merch to the public. And then there's also licensing to sell within the school themselves. So like if you wanted to sell within the departments, and this is like licensed merch, there's a process for that. But we're applying for a couple of unnamed universities right now. But
There you go.
I'll keep you. But if that goes, and that turns into something bigger, then we're talking a whole different ball game. It will unleash, like you have to show proof of concept. We have to like send things to them to show them the quality of things that we're going to
You
create.
got to get the approval before you can do it there.
Yeah, for sure. So big.
Huge.
So big. So big.
Massive. Hey, BFE, welcome in. Glad you guys could join us. Jason wanted to show you something else here. Mike went over to your page here and said that whatever Streamlabs merch link you've got is not working. So if you've got some kind of merch link, you may need to take it down and update it to something else.
Okay, I need to fix that.
And then Mike followed up with another good question for everybody. You know, if folks want a hat or want to reach out to you about making a hat or that kind of stuff, you know, where do they need to go? Or how would you like them to reach out to you?
So what we're going to do is, for right now, until our website drops, we're in the midst of getting everything lined up because we just got this approval. And so we're taking all the stuff and creating the website. So we want to make sure it's perfect and it's whatever. But in the meantime, if you're on here and you send me a message, we can link up. And also I can basically just take, like, I don't even care if I give them my private phone number, and you can text me or you can email me at hometownheadwear@gmail.com. And then I can put that in the chat, but you can email me and then we can get the ideas together and I can mail it straight to you. So basically whatever I design for you, whatever we've come up with, whether it's Nerd Herd merch, if we come up with a hat we like, for right now, what it'll be is you'll say, hey, I'm going to email you. I want this hat, this, whatever. You can go on to, and I'm going to have links to be able to pick a color hat that you want. And so we're just in the beginning stages of that, but literally in this week coming up, I plan on having all of that kind of ready so that I can like drop a link of the hat colors available, what I have in stock. And then we just come up with a logo and you could say, well, I want that logo, but I want it on a black front with a white mesh back, or I want it on a cotton twill all around hat. I mean, I have access to every hat there is. So eventually I'm going to be able to drop a link so you guys can go on and pick just any style hat you want. But like we could start with something very basic, colors and all that. But I'm just figuring this all out right now. I mean, I've been gone all weekend and we found out Friday right when I was leaving. So it was crazy.
Well, the good news is, at least right now in the early stages, yeah, Jason's very responsive to all his social media. So if you follow him on Facebook or Instagram, or even Twitter, probably not so much Twitter as the other two, but if you follow MP3D or if you follow the Hometown Headwear accounts, you can reach out to him there if you'd rather message that way. Or you could also, if you forget, you can reach out to me and I can get you in touch with him as well. So no problem there. And of course, once we have the Nerd Herd stuff ready to roll out, I'm sure we'll put it on a website or something for you guys to be able to see. And then there's Jason's email address there for you guys, hometownheadwear@gmail.com. Yes, please call him out, Ron. Exactly. We all saw you lurking in the chat, Ascalon. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Hey, Ascalon, welcome. Hope you and Dixie have gotten settled. Dixie, you can feel free to take his phone away from him so that y'all enjoy. Look, Ron says we better get our orders in before he gets too busy. You're right. You are 100% right. Let Jess walk by.
Jess,
y'all saw it.
She came by.
She was here. That was her one time. Oh. Now we can really yell.
The camera's not working on this Chromebook.
Oh no.
Can y'all hear me at least?
Yes.
We got you, Ascalon.
Yeah, I've been fiddling around with the camera for the last few minutes and I can't get it to work. It's my school laptop Chromebook. So
Ascalon. You're supposed to be enjoying vacation, brother.
Well, we just got here. We just checked in literally probably 20 minutes ago and brought our stuff up.
Okay.
I wonder why the camera's not working. That's crazy.
I just saw a couple things I wanted to highlight here. So CCA Liz asked me how many hours I'm at. We all need to run my videos to get me monetized. I am currently, I'll look up and tell you, I was actually on Studio. I'm at 2,396. So I need 600 watch hours to get the ability to do super chats and memberships and super stickers and that kind of stuff. Speaking of, though, in the meantime, our boy Mike going over there.
Nice.
Our second super chat. Because again, if you do want to do super chats, just hop on over to Ascalon or Jason's channel and you can give super chats to the Nerd Herd there. They're just not coming directly to me because I'm the only one of the three of us that does not have that yet. I'm the growing one. These two big guys here, they are already established and ready to go. So, Mike, we truly, truly, truly appreciate it.
Yes, that's huge. Thank you so much, man.
It is not necessary, but we definitely, definitely, definitely appreciate it. But yeah, if y'all get a chance, stream my videos and help me get there because I'm close. I'm at 930 subscribers, and then we'll be shooting for those 4,000 watch hours. And then I can't find it, and I don't feel like scrolling up anymore. But I think it was Dustin Anderson, Jason, that asked what the turnaround time would be on a custom hat for you right now. If somebody reached out, had an idea, and you were able to get to it.
I would say a week because I would have to we would have to go back and forth and make sure you approve I could probably make it in a day, but again, if I ship it to you, it's usually if I made one today, you sent me a logo, I showed it, you liked it. Now, if we just do it through Richardson, then I've got turnarounds for that. But if I just do it, if I have a hat here right now that you wanted and I have stock here, but if you wanted a hat, I could design it, laser it and have it ready and ship it out tomorrow or the next day. So I was going to do this, the Nerd Herd thing. I was going to do some of those for this one and then have it ready for y'all to see. And then people could kind of order some of those. So I'm hoping to get those this week, and I can like post a picture on our one of our links, and we can show it. But again, if I've got the hat here, I can get it to you in whatever, I guess probably less than a week, like a few days, however long mailing takes. But as far as Richardson, they've got the fastest turnaround ever. So once we submit a logo, get it approved, then I would say it's probably about the same, because they would do.
I'm assuming, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming Ron's comment here, SDE at its finest, is directed at the laptop.
Yes.
Because Ron works for Alabama Education. So Ron's kind of over you, Ascalon. Not directly, because he's not English. But yeah, so he probably knows that. Okay, Double A says orbs. When you go sighting for the orbs on Saturday with Traveling Gilberts, and you get sightings of Jess in the background on Sundays, that is right. We got her on video this past week though, so y'all go watch that if you haven't already, because she's here for 30 minutes. Just Uncle Dave, yes, keep telling him, Uncle Dave, just because Jason's going to be big and famous and busy as hell will not excuse him from missing Sunday live streams.
No way. I'm going nowhere. Listen, I don't care. Listen, I'm locked in, and you guys have inspired me to even do more by doing what we're doing right now. And so, I am big about not forgetting my people. Now, I may be dragging Az and Zach over when we have to actually start hiring people to, man the customer service and pack some boxes. So we'll see.
Hey! Ascalon.
I'm an idiot. I had the camera closed. It's hard to tell that there's like a little cover.
Take the lens off there, Ascalon.
Yeah. So now I got it. So hey, everybody.
Oh, you got a haircut too? Woo!
Yeah, you got that fresh cut.
You slide back a little bit, so I'm not like all in everybody's face.
Hey, and Ascalon put out a brand new video earlier today. I started watching it. And then it got into our live watching time. So I'll finish it tomorrow. That game looks awesome.
It's amazing. Yeah, I had a really good time.
I will tell you this. I'm literally at the point where they just got into that story world. So I haven't gotten far, but you chose incorrectly. Team Zoe. That's like, I saw that and you were like, I already know who I want to be. And I'm like, he's going to be Zoe. And then you pick the other one. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for running my videos. I appreciate it. I know Mike's been watching some of the older stuff. Mandy has been going back watching all my food videos, which was funny. Thank you, Mandy. Tuber Chat is here. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. So Kevin, for those of y'all that weren't in here at the beginning, I said it earlier, I was in Tuber Chat and Kevin said that he's seen me around everywhere. And yeah, that kind of made me chuckle because Friday night, I got pulled into a live show and Ron was in the chat and Ron called me a YouTube live slut. and so that made me immediately when Kevin said that today, I was like, well, dang, everybody's just throwing me under the bus.
They're ripping you apart, Zach.
Right? I was like, oh my gosh, I died. But hey, that's Friday nights, folks. Oh, what Uncle Dave Ascalon, he got lined up. He certainly did. What do you mean? You're the one that said it, Ron. I'm quoting you. Hey, Yoda, welcome in. I do bounce around. I try to make everybody's lives now that it's summer and I'm home. Let me get Ascalon back up here.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
All right. So I do have something. I was going to bring it up to Jason, but it's great that you're here too, Ascalon, because I want to run it to you as well and get y'all's opinion because, oh my gosh, we're one of the only live shows in this Sunday night block that is not a specifically cruising live show. But I actually have a cruising question for you guys that fits us. And I saw this Eddie Lugo, who hasn't popped in here yet, surprisingly, put a video out either this morning or yesterday about it. And it has been rumored for quite some time, but it actually looks like it's coming to fruition pretty soon here. But apparently, we're going to get Universal Cruise Line.
Oh wow,
Whoa.
that's interesting.
Now
Wow.
it's still in the rumored stages, but like when I hear Universal Cruise Line, automatically I'm gonna compare it to Disney because you have to.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Right.
it's the easiest thing to do. But I think it could work. I absolutely, because
It's gonna be really cool.
you can have, one of the big things about the Disney cruises is you get to meet the characters. Well, you've got the whole DreamWorks characters that you can pour in there. So you're definitely going to have Trolls meet and greets. You'll have Shrek and Donkey. You'll have Kung Fu Panda. I'm sure you'll have Minions galore.
Yeah.
So I definitely think they'll be able to do the kid aspect of it. My question is, how much will they separate themselves from Disney on the adult aspect? Like Disney, is notorious for not having a casino on their ships. I could see Universal putting a casino on their ship just because I don't think they cater just to the kids.
Yeah.
So I think they would be down for that. And then, look here, Dustin speaking right to y'all.
Oh, I would
They're
love that.
absolutely, Disney's got Marvel Day at Sea, and they would absolutely do a Harry Potter cruise or what Hogwarts on the High Seas.
Yeah.
There you go, Universal.
go.
I just gave it to you. Hogwarts on the High Seas.
I love that. I love that.
Go
That'd
with
be
that.
cool. You step on a cruise ship. It's like going into the castle, and you get sorted, but they give you like a lei or something.
And then-
Oh,
this
yeah.
is, I knew it. This is
Oh
the,
yeah.
as
Like a
long as
color?
it, but you can do that. Yep, you get sorted. You put on the sorting hat when you walk in, and then
Yeah.
that is your house for the remainder of the cruise. That is you. That would be so easy to do, to theme it that way. But they've got so many properties they could theme. Yeah, right. Mike's like, quick, copyright that. I should. Hogwarts on the High Seas. Give me that. You can pay me later, Universal. You're welcome. It would not be difficult for them to make themed slot machines, I would think, whatsoever. They've got the technology. But I just thought that was so cool. And what I also know, it'll be cheaper than Disney still, even though it'll be new and it'll be about as close as Disney as it can get. It'll still be cheaper because Universal is just that way. I don't want to say they're that petty because it's not a pettiness, but they are. They're just cheaper than Universal. So Ascalon.
Oh, I shared you something here, Zach.
Okay.
So if you
Let me
can
put it
pop
up
that
here.
up, that's actually every color that we have.
Oh wow.
Let me see if I can make
That's
that.
a lot.
That's in the 112. Now we've got other styles, but like any of these, I could do any of these in the 112, which is what I'm wearing right now. So you got all of these
Huge.
colors.
Giant, massive. So
Huge, so big.
it's a big deal.
It's totally big deal. Yeah. So I'll be sharing that. That'll be on actually the webpage. And then what'll eventually happen is you'll be able to click on the color that you want and
But
pull
you
it up
should-
and then do it.
You should definitely post that to your Instagram and Facebook so that people
For
can
sure.
look and have an idea
Yeah.
ahead of time.
That's a really
Oh.
good idea.
Yeah. So at least you can actually screen grab it and then send it to me and go, this color.
That's what I want.
Yeah, I want 10 of these, 1 million of these. And I get the best pricing too. So that's also the thing is that, you look and when you get a finished hat from me, if you're going to be selling it, then obviously depending on how many you get, I can get you better pricing. And so then that leaves you a little bit of skin on the bone so that if you're going to sell it, you could make a little bit on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the
Absolutely.
key. Yeah, everybody wants merch, but you don't want to be paying, full price for merch and you can't sell it for more. But if you get a better price through me, you've got a little bit of meat that you can make a little on the side for yourself. That's what is I'm excited about for people like us. Like if Az wants Ascalon hats for his thing, he can be a Richardson guy, sell those on his website, we can make him one up, and he could carry 10 to 20 of those, and then he'll have, when he sells them, he'll make some money on it too. So that's awesome. A
Yep.
win. It's a win.
It's a big win.
Big
Everybody wants cheap. Get it,
No, you
get it
want,
before
hold
everything
on.
goes through.
Everybody wants quality
Quality, yeah.
without sacrificing quality for
Correct.
a lower
Yes.
expense. Like, you don't want to have to pay full price for this hat and then sell it for full price. You make nothing. But if I can give you a better deal, respecting what I have to do, what I have to sell it for as a dealer, then it's a win-win. It's a win-win.
Scott, why would we want to invade Norwegian Cruise Lines? What is it about Norwegian? Now, here's what I will say. Speaking of a nerd herd invasion, we got breaking news for you guys that are in the live tonight. We got huge, giant news.
I was wondering if you've talked about that yet.
No, we haven't, because I didn't want to say anything without you being on here. But now that you're on here, I can say it. So this week, Ascalon and I, okay, the two that haven't been doing the huge things that this guy has, okay, but these two guys, we got accepted to be media at the Southern Fried Gaming Expedition here in Atlanta. It's actually at the Cobb Galleria, so your backyard, Mandy, if you're still in here, near the end of June. So the boys and I will be going, and then Ascalon is being generous and giving Jason his +1.
My +1.
So we are planning. The Nerd Herd will be invading SFGE at the end of June. We will be filming that, and we are currently, knock on wood, we are planning to do a on location Nerd Herd live from the convention.
Yeah. And that's why I have the sunglasses on, because we're going to be styling, profiling.
If I know we put sunglasses on, I'll put mine back on.
So that is the goal. We don't know where we'll have the live show set up, if we can get a space or if we'll have to create our own space. But we're only going on Friday night and Saturday night. They are doing a Sunday, but we're only going the first 2 days. So that we will probably have a special Saturday night live Nerd Herd show so that we can do it there. But that, it's do hard things. That was something Ascalon and I did.
Yeah, we did.
Jason, we applied for media and we got the acceptance. We did it back in March and we got the acceptance the middle of this past week. So that'll be awesome. That'll be coming up here in a few
Az
weeks.
is doing nice things by letting me go with him.
Yeah, do the nice and the hard things, right?
But then Ascalon, getting in the Jason mindset, Ascalon went ahead and was like, all right, we've done this, check that box. And then what'd you put out into the universe?
Next year, I'm hoping we can do a panel. So like last year, Zach and I, we got to attend for the first time. This year, we got media passes. And so next year, that'd be really cool if we could have a panel. So I'm going to go ahead and speak that into existence.
The Nerd Herd.
It's happening. It's happening. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen.
We will push that out there too. We'll see. So if any of y'all are in the Atlanta area, and want to stop on by to see the Nerd Herd, you know where you will find us at the Southern Fried Gaming Expo. I want to say that is the 13th, it's the 20th and the 21st.
20th and 21st, right? Yeah.
That's Friday the 20th, Saturday the 21st at the Galleria over near the Battery.
Just so you know, while we're there, I'm going to be definitely looking at people's like all their setups, because I plan on us having like a really sick, like really cool themed setup. Like when we roll it out, it's going to be like a pop-up background, all this stuff. And people are going to like, who are these guys? And we're going to be like, hey, if you want to know, you might want to scan this QR code that's on our back sign here. And then we're going to have all this stuff. And I'm going to say, hey, and by the way, your little area there needs some work, but I can help you, because my business partner, we do printing and all this stuff too.
Partner.
Hey, listen, he says he's Alfred. Listen, my business partner, and we made it official the other day too. So this is the thing too. A lot of people don't know, like my business partner and I, that we've been working behind the scenes. I jokingly told him, I said, I feel like I've I've like joined forces with Batman or Superman. And he told me, he said, no, you're Batman. I want to be Alfred with all the cool gadgets.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
so I was like, holy crap. So he's like, he wants to kind of be behind the scenes and do all the magic while we make the magic happen on the other side. So while we're doing our podcast, we're also going to be, or I'm also going to be saying, hey, your signage is needs some help. So here's my card. Yeah. Take my card.
Hold on.
I got you.
So in this scenario, are you Batman? Is that what I heard?
He said I was Batman because he's Alfred.
Okay.
Or maybe he said Fat Man. He might have said Fat Man, but I'm going to take Batman.
Cam Fam has showed up. Hey, Cam Fam. Again, for those of y'all that weren't here at the beginning, Cam Fam goes live right after us. You can find the link to their live show up at the top of the chat on my page. I've got them linked there, so y'all can be sure to go follow them. Mike said that we should apply for Sir Henry's media night this fall. As you two guys know, your boy is already in. You know, that I got that was huge news for me.
Totally big.
I made the media list for Sir Henry, and I spoke to Sir Henry himself last week or a little over a week ago, and he informed me of the date for that media night, and it just so happens to be when we are already down there. So I'm not going to have to make.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not going to have to make a special trip. I do need to show this because this is hysterical when you put these two things together. So Double A wanted to let the Cam Fam know that we got big things going on in here.
Big things.
And then Dustin followed it up with, and you can buy a hat. So this is true. Yeah, absolutely. You can get everything. Who knows what else Jason's gonna do.
I know. We're just getting started here. We're getting started.
And Mike says all of us are magical. Ascalon's a little extra magical because he's down there. He's got the Disney magic going on right now.
Oh yeah.
But, thank you. We appreciate that. Yes, we are all teachers. For those of y'all new to the Nerd Herd, all three of us are teachers. So we are all celebrating our summer break now. As you can see, Jason just coming back from a trip.
Yep.
Ascalon just starting his, and then next week, your boy for his birthday will be doing his extremely epic adventure next week.
Ah, yes.
So cannot wait.
I love it.
Make sure you visit what, Dustin? What are you talking about? All right. But yep. Oh gosh, I lost my train of thought, which should not be. Oh, Ascalon, this is what I was going to ask you. So what the Disney adventure, where does it begin? Where are y'all going tomorrow?
So originally we were going to go to Epcot because Dixie really wanted to, what festival is right now? Flower and Garden.
I think Flower and Garden just ended.
Yeah, whichever one. Yeah, so the tomorrow was the last day.
It's whatever the summer festival is, maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember which one. She wanted to go to it. It was the last day tomorrow for whatever festival, but we were looking and trying to get, lightning lanes and everything, and Epcot is just a madhouse tomorrow. So we're going to actually go to Magic Kingdom tomorrow. We flip-flop Magic Kingdom and Epcot, and then we're going to go to Epcot Tuesday. And so we're going to start with the magical place, Magic Kingdom tomorrow.
I feel like when you go to Disney, you have to start at the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not my favorite of the parks, but I just feel like if I'm doing Disney, I got to hit that first.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we usually do. But like I said, she was trying to catch the last day of the festival, but it didn't work out. So she's sad she had to miss it, but it worked out better for us getting the lightning lane stuff and various things like that.
Well, as long as the weather holds up for us here, which it should, because we're supposed to have all the rain out of the way till this next weekend. We are planning to do our first Six Flags trip on Tuesday. Okay. So the boys and I will hit up Six Flags. Of course, I plan on vlogging that for our first time of the season, see what new offerings they have. Definitely going to try out the new ride that they thought would be open last year. It didn't, and then they rethemed it over the break or over the holidays to this year, and I think retheming it was super smart because of where it is. So last year it was going to open and be called like the Georgia Surfer I think, which didn't make a whole lot of sense because I mean, Atlanta is super far
Yeah.
from Savannah.
Yeah, that's weird.
But they rethemed it because it's right there beside the old timey cars and the Dahlonega Mine Train and that area.
Oh,
and so now it's called the Gold Rusher.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
I mean, it makes the theming is spot on now. So the boys are excited for that. Ty's excited because again, he's tall enough to ride everything. So he's wanting to he's wanting to ride stuff he hasn't before. He's done Goliath, but I think he's wanting to do Batman because he's never done Batman.
Awesome.
Well, Jason, what'd you put up here? What is this?
Oh, this is actually the decoration guide. So let me show you this. So like if you wanted, these are the, like if you got a hat and you want a standard embroidery versus 3D or 3D chain stitched, or like all that's like etched, that's like a laser engraved. Etched leather, you can do like etched leather clips, debossed leather, or etched thick. There's actually like all of these things you can do onto the hat. So we have access to all this. So it doesn't matter really what you want. If you wanted to specific, like as you wanted your Ascalon logo embroidered or put onto an embroidered patch, you could do that. If you wanted an Ascalon beanie with a little embroidered little thing on there, you could do that for wintertime or for Thanksgiving. There's all these. I mean, there's just, look at this right here. This poly press. I'm going to do these. These are the last one. You see that? It's like a shiny, like a metallic looking thing. So there's so much you can do on here. And so I'm excited to see all the things that we can actually do. And especially for like my friends, to give you guys access to some of the coolest, best options possible. So you guys can do merch and have something really awesome. And maybe I'll get some styles in here for you guys to kind of see, but I just cannot wait to like do a little bit of all this stuff and show y'all.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Now, so Mike does say that Flower and Garden does end tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you were right. I thought it was over. I thought that they'd moved on. Jen saying she should have known I was a Gemini. What we found out earlier tonight is in this community, we got a lot of June birthdays. So there's me, there's Jen, whose birthday I think is this coming Sunday. And then Ascalon, yours is
the 16th.
Wow.
And then Ty's is the 18th.
Oh, wow.
And then we found out who else in Meet and I, one of them had a birthday. Paul has a June birthday. Chris has a June birthday. Josie Ann has, like, there were a lot of birthdays this month.
Do the math for me, Zach. What was going on 9 months before y'all came to the world?
I mean, it's October.
Like, that's what it is.
For Halloween. So
pumpkin babies.
Maybe
somebody was feeling festive, drinking some little spiced tea or something,
So Mike said he was hoping to visit Netherworld. Have you been to Netherworld before, Mike? Because if not, man, woo, it is themed ridiculously well. Like from the floor to ceiling, like they make you feel like you're. It's a great. I had never been prior to 2023 was my first time, and then we went again last year. Dustin, am I getting paid for all of this advertising that Jason's doing?
Yes.
To an extent, yes, because eventually, whatever he does, it's going to come back to help the Nerd Herd. And, so that de facto helps me and helps Ascalon and, can help all you guys too. So,
yeah, absolutely. This is a win for all of us, for real, because there's little things that can help. And eventually it's going to be the clothing and stuff, because we're going to get into the other stuff too, the apparel, which we already can do, but at a better level. So once we get access to all that stuff, it's going to be something where you can get pretty much anything from me. So
Uncle Dave is a Gemini. He's in here with us. We found Chris is a Cancer, but he's June 23rd. Mitch says it's that first chill in the air there in October.
That's what it is.
There, so everybody starts retreating indoors.
Yeah, they retreating somewhere.
Jason, can you make tassels?
Yes, I probably can.
For those that don't know, that aren't in the community, that don't know about the the nipple tassel deals that go on.
Yeah, we can make it happen. I'm sure. We'll figure it out.
Jason can make anything happen.
We're not going to put anything out of the realm.
Try hard things.
Yes. I'm not applying them though.
Oh, that's good. Oh, so again, just a few reminders that I want to throw out here, or actually one big thing that I wanted to mention before we get into our closings and stuff, because I don't want to run over for the Cam fam tonight, because I want to be there just as much as a lot of you guys in the chat want to be there with them. I wanted to mention something on here that Ascalon knows about. I don't know if Jason knows about, but everybody in the chat knows about. And that is the big ungroup cruise taking place in 2027. That's been promoted by Carnival Cruise Addicts, Scott from Controversial Cruising, and Greg and Michelle from Cruise Life TV. I don't think I've mentioned it on the Nerd Herd before, and I want to, because we are going. Coker Culture is going. The whole Coker fam is going. And they've got a long name for it. It's the Unhinged, Unmatched, Unhearted, Ungroup Cruise on the Carnival Celebration in February 2027. It happens to fall on our February break, Jason. So that's how we're able to go. But
I wish we had that in Alabama.
Right. But I think Ron's going on this thing, so somehow Ron's going to get off for it. But
hey, maybe I'll look at this. Maybe I'll look at it.
You got a while. It's going out of Miami. We're going to make our way down there. From what they heard, there's already like 90 people in our little cruise YouTube community that are going to be there. So we are packing this boat out. So if we could get the Nerd Herd on the cruise, we got to get Ascalon on a cruise first, because that can't be his first cruise if it happens.
Yeah, that's what
I've never been. I've never been.
Look, see, Ron says he's using them vacation days, Ascalon.
Oh yeah,
that's how he's going. Let's see, Cam fam, your school calendar is out that far in advance. Yes, they approve them like 3 years at a time.
So wow, ours is just 2.
So I think we've got our calendar not just for this upcoming school year, but the next 2 are already tentatively out there. So that's how we were able to know.
Yeah, we have this year and next year's.
And so if you haven't already, for Mike, drop that link in there, because Mike wouldn't have too far of a trip to go from Plant City, Lakeland area down to Miami for that. And then, yes, there are 2 other group cruises that Jen's posting here. There's the Helping Hands for Cruising, the charity weekend that we were a part of several weeks ago, have 2 group cruises coming up. They are unfortunately on dates that I can't make and Jason can't make due to us being in school. But I believe the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise is in November of this year, and then the ABC cruise takes place the week after our spring break of 2026. So those 2 cruises taking place before the ungroup cruise. And there it is. Yep, Valentine's Day 2027, hence the unhearted part. Let's see. Yes, Cam fam, it does make scheduling super nice when we're trying to look ahead for vacation planning and things like that. Sir Henry's dropped the first trail theme, Ravens Gate Asylum. Ooh, that makes me wonder if is that going to be the new Manor trail? Like that they've been retheming, reworking the entire Manor facade and the trail behind it. So it makes me wonder if that'll be that particular trail. Let's see. So Rock and Roll Cruise is the week after Thanksgiving. So yeah, that's why we can't do that, because we're already off the week prior. And then the ABC Cruise is April 11th, which is the week after our spring break. But hey, who knows? Maybe Ascalon could do one of those.
Yeah, I have to look and see with the dates, and I have to talk to Dixie. I got to
Yeah.
convince her to stop coming to Disney Universal so much.
You got to talk to the boss.
Oh,
She actually just went and got. I was supposed to go get the pizza, but she just left to go get it. So I got to thank her for allowing me to be in the stream.
Yeah, thank you for letting me be on
Yes.
the Nerd Herd with my
I'm so
friends.
glad. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, we're very appreciative that you're here. I mean,
She's
even
the real goat. She's the
that you
real
wanted
goat.
to be here. All right, so we've got about 5 minutes left, and Jason's going to take up all of it. So, but Ascalon, do you want to go first tonight, or do you want me to let Jason pop up here on the screen?
It doesn't matter. I don't have a whole lot to say. I'm
Okay,
just
I'll
gonna
put
be like,
I'll put you up first.
Summer.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. There we go.
So yeah, just happy summer, everybody. Take a trip this summer. I know not everybody are teachers that are part of the community, so you may not have the entire summer off. But take a trip, have fun, or just get outside, enjoy the weather wherever you live, enjoy the sun, have some fun, take some time for yourself. I've been really big about that lately. Making sure it's okay to say no to people sometimes. And take some time for yourself, do some things that you enjoy, or do it, with your significant other or your family, your kids or whatever. Just take some time away from stuff from time to time. I told my wife while we're down here in Orlando, going to Disney, I know we got to use our cell phones for the Disney app for various things. But outside of that, I told her, I was like, I'm not recording this trip. I'm not, I'm trying to stay away from my technology as much as possible. Outside of this live stream after tonight, I'm going to be like MIA for the most part and just trying to enjoy the trip. So it's good to unplug and get away for a little bit. But that's pretty much all I got. So take the time, make sure that you do that.
All right. Real quick, I just wanted to say I really appreciate you guys sticking around watching. So it's kind of cool. Like I lost my brother Stacy in 2009. I lost my brother Jamie a couple of years ago. My mother as well. Pretty much really close timed each other. But it's really cool because like I was thinking about this with my wife the other day. I said, I feel like I've had good people come in my life at the right time, and so like I feel like in a way, losing my brothers and everything. It's kind of cool that I have two guys like this that I get to do a show with every Sunday and made close friends. I didn't know at all before this show. And now I feel like, I've gained two brothers that are also nerdy like me. My brothers I lost were nerdy too, but the two nerdy brothers, but going back to doing and trying hard things, it all this come back to my mom, that passed away a couple years ago. She always worked jobs. I think I mentioned it before. She always had an extra job. She always worked overtime on the weekends and sacrificed time with us, which sometimes I held against her because she was away so much and I hated that. But she sold Avon. She did whatever she could to make ends meet. And I always saw her just doing that. And I thought, wow, and I didn't appreciate it then, but like now I really appreciate because it instilled in me that need to do other things. And she told me to never be afraid to ask for help and never be afraid to go out and go after the things you want. Now, I don't think she realized I took her very literal and that there is no door that I won't open. And I'll say, excuse me, if I'm not supposed to be there, but while I'm there, I'm going to say a couple of things and go introduce myself. Because my mom said, don't ever be ashamed of who you are and always reach out for the things you want. And so I think she didn't know how literal I was going to take it. Not that I'm any big deal. And I hope that it becomes even a bigger thing and that I can drag people along with me. My blessings can kind of spread out with my friends. So I just appreciate you guys. But I do feel like that the doing hard things, trying hard things kind of comes from my mom. And I feel like that I honor my family and I honor my brothers when I get to do these things and kind of reach out and do things. I know that they're looking down and they're very proud. They would love to hear all these stories of all the fun things that I'm trying and doing. But I just get to share it with you guys. So I appreciate you, I appreciate you, Zach. You guys are kind of filling in gaps for me that have been there. So I appreciate it.
Listen to mushy Jason there, but he's certainly on. Ron saying that's a hat right there. Do hard things, yeah, for sure. As Jeremy would say, that dog will hunt. 100% right there. I think everybody would get a Do Hard Things shirt. We appreciate you guys coming in here each and every week, hanging out with us, chilling with us. You know, I hope that you will join us over at the Cam Fam here. Right now, we're going to switch over to the Cam Fam for the next hour plus, because I think nobody goes on after them, so they can have as long as they want. And then, of course, I will see most of y'all tomorrow in all the various lives that will be taking place there. And I do have a video releasing tomorrow night at 6 p.m. as well. I finally got around to getting to try Big Doug's restaurant, a new restaurant here in town. I got to try their breakfast. So I've got a video coming out, like I said, tomorrow for it. But for now, guys, we just want to thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Asquan, do your spiel, because it's fantastic. Do your closing. Give it to us.
Oh man, I'm like,
come on.
Where do you want me to start?
You could be anywhere.
You could be anywhere. Everybody knows where to start. Come on.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. You could or tonight, this evening, you could have been anywhere in the world, attending your own live stream or hosting your own live stream. I don't know, but you chose to spend some time with us, the Nerd Herd, and we greatly appreciate it. Y'all take care. Peace.